Well, a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to our big virtual quiz show. We are here, all here to entertain you and keep you puzzled and your minds ticking over for the next 45 minutes to an hour. All depends how much rubbish we talk in between the questions. As you know, for those of you that are regular by now, probably sounds a bit wrong, doesn't it, actually? Those who are regular viewers by now will know that we do talk a lot of rubbish. It's not your standard pub quiz. We're going to have a bit of fun with this along the way as well. Now, just to remind you of the rules, all you need is a paper and a pen or a pencil, doesn't matter. You don't need to use that if you wish. You can play against people in your house, if you like, nan and granddad playing against each other, mum and dad, the kids, whatever. Or you can play, of course, online against each other as well. Or you can play individually. You can write the answers down. Everyone is worth 1 point every question as we go through. We've got 6 rounds coming up as always. Each of us do 2 rounds each as we go through. But that's the rules, nice and easy. As you can see, it's visual as well as speaking, so you can actually see the questions. You can see everything coming up on your screens. Now, I know I've had a few requests and people have asked me throughout the week about this. You would like to join in with the chit chat, please do. Let us know you're here on Facebook and YouTube. So it's great to have the band, so we love having that coming in as well. Any questions, any shout outs, any highs, please let us know that you're here, because otherwise we get very lonely. Also as well, of course, the big question was a lot of people like to watch it on their TV screen and they want to know if they can chat to us as well at the same time. You can. Basically, you need 2 mobile phones, which I'm sure most people have these days. So one can actually just project it to the TV. Your other phone, of course, you can use just to chat to us if you like, or your laptop. So you can do it that way as well. So I'm joined, as always, by my 2 likely lads from completely different parts of the world. First of all, we're going to go all the way up north of the border for me here in Bristol in England to Bonnie, Scotland, and to the one and only Andy of the Kitchen Clan.
Cheers, Pablo. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. I am also, firstly, thank you very much for joining in my live Name That Tune last night. We had loads of you joining in and shouting out the answers, so thank you very much. I still apologise for muddling up some of my questions and forgetting to give answers for some of them, but that's what happens when you enjoy a beer occasionally. Also, just a quick hello to people that are already there. We've got Kirsten, we've got Katie, we've got Denise, we've got Claire. Claire's there as well from my work. Brianna's watching. Pablo, remember Brianna from our time in Australia?
Yes, I invited her. I'm great. I'm so glad. Hi, Brianna. I'm glad she's here.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant. I'm all the way in sunny Scotland just now. Glorious weather in Scotland. So for anyone who's watching from further afield than the UK, Scotland does get very nice weather. Anyway, that's enough from me. Tim, over to you.
Thank you very much, Andy and Sir Pablo Moles. Yes, my name's Tim, and I am the one furthest away from where the majority of you are located. I'm all over in Florida, Orlando to be quite specific, where it is another beautiful day, of course, very sunny here. We get the good weather. And if I'm got the look of confusion on my face, I mean, that's normal anyway, but I'm the one that's doing all the techie as we're going. So I've got multiple computers going, trying to keep track of your comments, which, as Pablo said, we encourage you to do so I can throw them up on the screen as well. And so I'm the one pressing all the buttons. So if I look confused or press the wrong button, I apologise in advance, but we're trying. We got many people chirping in. I can see here everyone from Richard Gray, old Richie. I believe we all worked with Richard at one point or another. We've got Darren Atwood saying, where's Pablo Moles' shed gone?
We missed that shed, Pablo. What happened?
Well, I'll talk about that in a minute. Basically, I moved upstairs because there's no light in there. So I thought it was getting a bit dark a bit early. So sorry, Darren. I know he's a keen advocate of sheds. Sorry.
Yeah, it was a lovely shed.
It was.
I've lost the pub as well.
I know. I noticed that. Go on. Sorry, Tim. Did you have anything else to say?
Well, I could, but I'm sure the people want to actually do a quiz and not just listen to the three of us waffle, so I shall hand it back over to you, Mr. Moles.
More for you, Tim. They love our waffle, I can assure you. Okay, yes, so we're going to get started then with the quiz. We're going to have some fun along the way, as always. I do have a couple of shout-outs. You did remind me there, Tim. Mr. Darren Atwood and Hayley. Hi, both guys. He sent me a message earlier and said they've got some more people watching now as well. I wrote down here, so don't forget, it's the stepmom, it's Darren, will be your future mother-in-law. It's your the dad as well. I believe, sorry, stepdad. It's Hayley's mum, Hayley's stepdad, and Grampy as well. Hopefully I got that right. So hi to all of you that are watching there as well. Also as well, big shout out to my family that are watching, the Hearts. Yes, my sister and Steve, and my nieces Francesca, and especially one to Sophia. I know you absolutely love the show, so hi.
Can I jump in? Can I do a quick shout out as well to Chris Lawrence? Sorry, she chirped in last week, but I think she caught our replay instead of the live show. And she's like, "Can you give me a shout out?" And I was like, "I think you missed it." But Chris, thank you for tuning in. I'm glad you're here. It's very confusing because it still looks like it's playing live even when it's on replay. So thank you for sticking with us. All right, Pablo, let's do this.
Well, do you know what? Since we're talking waffle, our viewing figures have gone up. Worrying. Okay, right, let's get started. Here we go then. Round number 1. Here we go.
Round 1.
All right. Now, round number 1 to start off with is going to be 5 questions. We've got a bonus question at the end as well for you. Each question is worth 1 point. You'll have 20 seconds to work out what the answer is. As I said before, write it down or just shout it out if you're playing by yourself. It doesn't matter. Give yourself a point. Here we go. Question number 1. In which year did the Berlin Wall come down? Now, in which year did the Berlin Wall come down? Tricky. What year? Obviously, monumental event, but can you cast your minds back? All right, let's find out. Tim loves his history, obsessed with it. What year was it?
Well, I've got to say, even though I can cast my mind back, I would like to point out I didn't come along until 85, so I can't cast my mind that far back, but maybe you can. Wasn't it 1939?
Good guess, Tim. The correct answer is 1989.
Ah, so close.
1989, yes. So well done. Give yourself a nice cheer and 1 point if you've got 89. 39 was the start of the Second World War, Tim, so a little bit out. Moving on. Question.
I knew there's a 9 in there somewhere.
Lightning. 2. Let's bring up 2. Come on. All right. Let's have a look what we got. Wednesday and Pugsley are members of which family? Wednesday and Pugsley are members of which family? Remember, you're competing against your family. Hide those answers.
Can you just...
Andy, what do you think?
I reckon I've got this one. I've got a feeling it's a movie question.
Well, TV really, but yeah.
TV. There's been movies. Is it the Addams Family?
It is. Yes. Well done. It is.
You look a bit like Hunter Fester.
Swiftly moving on. Question number 3. What is the capital city of Kuwait? What is the capital city of Kuwait? Cast your minds on that one. The capital city of Kuwait.
Sorry, I love this. We've just had a comment in from Dominic Crosby saying that basically our quiz is the only way he now knows what day of the week it is.
I'm glad he does. It's the same for us, Tom.
Yeah.
It's the same for me. Right, well, a lot of you probably ever thought this and thought, what a ridiculously hard question, but straight to the answer. The answer is Kuwait. Yes, the capital city of Kuwait is Kuwait City. Give yourself a point if you've got Kuwait. I never ask a hard question, ever. Question number 4. What Italian fashion designer was shot dead on the steps of his Miami mansion? Whose Miami mansion? What Italian fashion designer was shot dead on the steps of his Miami mansion? Oops.
What time do you write that, Pabs?
I don't know. Apologies for my fantastic spelling there. I actually wrote it in Italian, so that was actually quite clever of me. Any ideas, Tim?
Versace. I don't know.
Oh, give yourself a nice point if you put Versace. Yes,
Really?
Gianni Versace. Yeah, it did.
Just guessed.
Actually. Yeah, about his. There was a mockumentary made by him. Moving on. Last question then from this round, number 5. Oh, Okay. Right. Yes. It's a bonus round. Okay. Here we go. Let's bring it up on the screen. This is still worth a point, by the way. Now, I want to look at that painting there. There you go. Look at that. Basically, I want you to write down, please, the name of that painting. Very famous painting. I want to write down the name. That's the first part of this question.
Brilliant.
To write down the name of this painting.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Okay, name of that painting. So write down what you think it is. Time is up. The answer for 1 point, well done, if you put The Scream or Scream. Very famous painting. Now, there's a bonus point coming up with this one, and he's going to be shocked. Now, I can't look at the screen. I can't look at the comments coming in because I'm talking, but I know the other two gentlemen, and maybe Andy can as well. So, Andy, you're going to have to keep score on this one. Now, for the bonus round point, what I'd like you to do, each one of us is going to do an impersonation of that painting Scream. And I'd like you to literally, this is a little bit of, you can join in with us, okay, with this one. So whoever you think does the best impersonation, just write their name down, Pablo, Tim, or Andy, either on the comments on Facebook or on YouTube. And the first person to get 3 votes, 3 names, i.e. Tim gets 3, or Andy gets 3, or Andy gets 3, for example, or Andy gets, then you will get a point, okay? All right, so Tim, do you want to do your impersonation first?
Okay, just a still shot of the face, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Lovely, lovely. All right, I'll do mine now. Okay, here we go. So this is my impersonation. And Andy, over to Andy. Do your impersonation, please.
My God, it's uncanny.
All right, that is it. So if it's Tim, if you think Andy, write down Andy, or if it's me, write down Pablo. So whichever one you think has the most similarity to that painting, write down right now. And whoever obviously gets the most gets the point. So what do you think? Is it Tim, Andy, or Pablo? So right now,
Andy's got the first vote. Andy's got the second vote.
And Andy for sure, brilliant. Okay, yep, that's
Andy. That's 3. The first 3 are for Andy.
That's 3 for me so far.
4 Andy.
Even my neighbours are joining in now with this.
Andy.
You get bonus point if you chose Andy. Well done.
Well, there's the entire nation.
There's going to be so even my cousin, even Ross, my cousin's put in me. Claire, come on, we work together. Oh, this is going to become a thing at work now, isn't it? So, Pablo, there's going to be so many potato questions coming up next week.
Well, to be fair, this was payback for all the potatoes.
Sorry. Maxine Morrison has just voted for Tim.
All right. Okay. I'm not sure if I've got a question 5 now. I think is that all 5? I think it may be. Oh, I have got question 5 as well. That was a bit of bonus. Thanks, Tim. All right, here we go. Question 5. Here we go. There are 5 boroughs that make up New York City. What are they? Now, I'll give you a bit of extra time with this. There are 5 boroughs that make up New York City. You get 1 point for each borough that you get. Okay? 1 point for each borough. Now, I'll give you one of them. Manhattan. All right? Manhattan, probably one of the most famous ones. So 5 boroughs make up New York City. Manhattan is one of them. So you get 1 point already. Manhattan. Have a think. So there's 4 more. So I'll give you a bit of time with this one because there is 5 on this. So 5 boroughs. Gentlemen, I think you both would know this. You've both been to New York City a few times, I believe.
I've been a couple of times. My wife lived in the area for quite a while.
Tam lived there. Andy, have you ever been to New York City?
Yeah, I have. It's a bit too busy for me, but it's a lovely place, but just a bit too busy for me.
You're not a big fan of the big cities, are you?
I'm suited better to cities that are a bit more leisurely, just
filled with sheep.
And filled with sheep. How many cities do you know, Tim, that are filled with sheep? What kind of cities are you going to?
Moving on. 5 boroughs. Let's have a look. Let's bring up the answers. 1 point for each one. Let's have a look. So Manhattan gets you 1 point. Brooklyn, another very famous area, of course. Bronx, very famous. Queens. And the one that a lot of people get foxed on is Staten Island. That's the ferry that goes past the Statue of Liberty. So Manhattan 1 point, Brooklyn 2, Bronx 3, Queens 4, Staten Island 5. All right,
Beautiful.
tally scores from round 1. That's it. We're going to move on then now to round number 2, all the way up to Andy.
Round 2.
Right, thank you very much, Pablo. Yes, thank you again for immortalizing me as a screaming picture. Cheers for that. Yeah, so our next round is going to be as a picture round. Now, I'm breaking away from my usual cryptic bands simply because I did one last night in the music challenge. So tonight it's going to be flags of the world. So very simply identify basically the country from their flag. Here we go. Right, there we go. That was Flags of the World. Hopefully you did very well there. Now, before I mentioned that one of my cousins had said that I look like the Scream, well, actually, it's now time to mention another one of my younger cousins. A very, very talented individual, and he's a bit of a magician. I say a bit of a magician. He's actually an excellent up-and-coming magician. Yeah. Now, if you live in England, in fact, if you live anywhere in the world, it's worth traveling to Durham just to go to the Magic Corner. This is Tom's new venture. It's brilliant. Private magic shows, small environment. It's great. Absolutely fantastic. So once this lockdown's all over, get yourself to Durham and look for the Magic Corner. Book yourself in with Tom. But right now, he's just done a couple of tricks for us at home. And, well, he's going to show you them right now. Hopefully you enjoy them. So there you go. That was Tom Bolton Magic there. Yes, Tom, brilliant up-and-coming magician. So please check out Magic Corner. Check him out on Facebook, YouTube. He's all over the place these days. But right now, it is time to get back to the quiz with round number 3. And for that, it's over to Tim.
Round 3.
Smile.
All right, thank you very much there, Andy Pandy. Okay, moving on to round number 3, and this is another general knowledge question. We will see how well you do here with your brain cells, see if they're awake or if the quarantine has just let them rot away. Okay, so with that being said, we got 5 questions. Turn the music down a little bit, and here we go with question number uno. Question number 1 looks like this. In computer language, what does HTML stand for? Once again, in computer language, what does HTML stand for? Good question, eh? No. Now, we know out the 3 of us on the screen that I'm the most techie one, so I'm not too sure about how these two will fare. Either of you think you know?
Yeah, I think I do.
All right, go on then. Pablo, go for it.
Actually, no, I don't. Sorry.
Is it home time, meal, lunch?
Very close, Andy. Very close. This is why they don't do anything to do with IT. The answer is hypertext markup language. Hypertext markup language. And yeah, actually, all serious, your quiz show, the content it's always good. You know, I've hosted with you many times, but you did very well with the technical side because I know the systems you're trying to use. So I was very impressed. Well done. For a non-techie person, you did great. All right.
Tim,
Yes.
I actually did think it was going to be hormone therapy for middle-aged ladies, but I didn't want to say it.
Anyway, complaints go to. Do we have a complaint desk? No, we don't. That's good. All right.
We do. We just have Pablo's inbox. That's it.
That's it. All right, we'll send out your address at the end of the show. Here we go. Question number 2. Question number 2 is as follows. What name was given to the rockets used to launch the Apollo space missions? What name was given to the rockets used to launch the Apollo space missions? Big ones. I'll tell you a fun fact. So I live 40 minutes from Port Canaveral. And obviously rockets taking off all the time, which you don't hear from here. We're 40 miles away. Until a few months back, I was sitting here and the first Delta Heavy went. Oh, not Delta Heavy, the Elon Musk. Was it Delta Heavy? The huge one? Anyway, you heard that from the house here, 40 miles away. It was loud. So only knows what the Apollo space mission ones were called. Oh, so sounded like, but what were they called? As I'm trying to do 2 things at once. Pablo, any idea?
No. Sorry.
No. Andy, any idea?
What the names of the rockets used to launch the Apollo? Brian.
He's a very
Suzanne.
naughty boy. Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, none of us are paying attention when the other one's talking because we're all doing different things and chatting. Biff said, well, they called Tim, Pablo, and Andy. They should have shot us into space, Biff. That probably would have saved you having to sit through this. But the answer is Saturn. They were called Saturn rockets.
I knew that.
Great. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Question number 3 is as follows. What is the highest mountain in New Zealand? What is the highest mountain in New Zealand? Is New Zealand a beautiful place? Again, been very fortunate to spend a lot of time down there over the years. Gentlemen, I'm assuming you have as well. You were based out of Sydney for a while, right?
I've never been fortunate enough. Every time that I thought I was going there, I got moved to another ship. So I've never been fortunate enough.
Oh, well, in that case, Pablo, I'm going to default to you again for this one.
Yeah, I actually. Oh my goodness me, this is really embarrassing. I actually don't know the name of the highest mountain.
Oh, okay.
I know the second and the third.
Mount Cook. Mount Cook. And now you know for when you next go over there. So that's question number 3. Question number 4 is as follows. What do sufferers of taphophobia fear will happen to them? What do sufferers of taphophobia fear will happen to them? Got my cousins watching. So we've got Elaine. Hi, Elaine. Auntie Mo and Ronnie, I think, are watching as well. And Michael, Ivan Palmer. And also Andrea. Andrea Clement. We love Andrea.
Andrea, bless her. Hi, Andrea.
They're in Passau in Germany. Okay. What do sufferers of taphophobia fear will happen to them? Andy, what do you reckon?
Not a clue.
Nothing? Pablo?
Well, I think my sister's trying to make a joke on this one. She's put tadpoles, which is just horrendous. I don't know if it's related to this or the previous question.
We've got tadpoles. We've got Katie saying, is it the Fear of tap dancers?
We've just had a comment come in from Katie Elizabeth saying the fear of tap dancers.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. Now, some people thought it as the fear of the tough, the Welsh. No, it's not. It is, in fact, that they will get buried alive. I mean, that's fair enough. I mean, you wouldn't want to be buried alive, would you? Not really.
No.
Well, I don't think anyone would they, really?
I wouldn't think that. I don't know, you never know these days. People have interesting things.
These days?
Yes. Strange world we live in, Pablo. Okay, question number 5. The last one for round 3, you'll be glad to know. How many Earth years does it take Pluto, that's the little planet or thing of rock, to orbit the sun? Not the dog. How many Earth years does it take Pluto to orbit the sun? Whether it's a planet or it's not a planet, we're not asking you that. I'm not starting that debate. How many Earth years does it take Pluto to orbit the sun? Okay, let's see which one of you two at least gets closest. So, Pablo, have a guess.
I'm just having a quick look over my right shoulder.
Why, you've got all the answers written there?
A telescope.
I've actually got a map of all the planets on the right-hand side, so I can see the answer. So you better give it to Andy.
Okay.
I am 365 years. I have no idea.
All right, Pablo, what does your poster say?
20.
Well, you're completely off your poster. The answer's 248.
My eyesight's not very good, sorry.
How many Earth years does it take Pluto to orbit the sun? 248 is, in fact, the correct answer. So there we go. That ends round number 3, which is the first set, I suppose, if you like. We've all had one go each, which means I'm going to wrap up round number 3, and then I'm going to pass it back over to Andy. Pablo. Yes. Here we go. Hang on.
Round 4.
Hi everyone, welcome to round number 4. Thank goodness, I hear you say. Right, we are back to a visual round, so you don't have to listen to us talk too much rubbish for this one. And this is a round of which you're either going to love or hate, I guess. It's a Disney round, so I know some people are going to be happy with this. Now, for this, I'm going to play 16. It's up 16 points are up for grabs with this one, can you believe? 16 clips of the Renaissance period, as they call it, of the Disney franchise, which was mostly during the 90s. So they're all going to come up. It's about 2.5 minutes long, and it's a montage. The clips will keep coming up, some the same again, okay? So try and write them down. You get 1 point for every single Disney movie that you get. Good luck. Here we go.
Look, Sid. Everything the light touches is our kingdom.
Seems what you folks need is a hero.
Let me hear you say, ah! That's close enough.
Life's not a spectator sport. If watching is all you're gonna do, then you're gonna watch your life go by without you.
You're only in trouble if you get caught. Gotcha. I'm in trouble.
Dad, we're pals, right?
Right.
And we'll always be together, right?
You were right all along, Phil. Dreams are for rookies.
Close your eyes. Now forget what you see. What do you feel?
I don't see how a world that makes such wonderful things could be bad.
I wanted to prove I could do things right. But I see nothing.
No. Look hard.
Were you in love with her, beast? Did you honestly think she'd want you when she had someone like me?
All my life you have told me that the world is a dark, cruel place. But now I see that the only thing dark and cruel about it is people like you.
I know you can save us. I'd rather die tomorrow than live 100 years without knowing you.
Ohana means family. Family means
Nobody gets left behind.
You are my son.
You will always be my mother.
Genie, you're free.
I killed Mufasa.
The greatest gift and honor is having you for a daughter.
I love you.
People always do crazy things when they're in love.
This is my family.
Smile, everyone.
Hello and welcome back. I think you did very well. We've had many compliments about that round that people enjoyed. So thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed what we put together, what I put together. Now, I've had a few comments about, for my mum included, in fact, about how Tim sounds so wonderful, how his voice, his pronunciation, elocution is fantastic, whereas myself and apparently Andy, colloquial, I think it is. Anyway.
I do love the fact that the Ant's come in saying that he loves Tim's voice. Now, actually, Ant and I are working on something to hopefully bring into one of our future quiz rounds. Ant's actually a great podcaster. So, okay, Ant McGinley.
Excellent. Okay, let's go through the answers then for that one. Here we go. Now, 1 point for each one. There was 16 on there. We gave you a little bit of time to finish off those because there's a little bit on there. So I'm going to go through these and give yourself a point if you've got it. So, Rescuers Down Under. Give yourself a point if you got that. The Great Mouse Detective, sometimes known as Basil, the Great Mouse Detective.
Oh, Basil.
Oliver and Company. The Little Mermaid. Beauty and the Beast. Aladdin. Lion King. Pocahontas. Hunchback of Notre Dame. Hercules, Mulan, Emperor's New Groove, Atlantis, Lilo and Stitch, Treasure Planet, and Tarzan. Yes. All right. Maximum 16 on there. Hope you enjoyed that round. I've got to make a cheap plug at this point. We do have a sister site called Flick Zoids. That's doing very popular already. It's only been going 2 days. It's a private member group. If you love your movies, please come along and join in. It's a sister group of our Cabin Fever Entertainment, and we chat everything about movies. We have a bit of fun in there. It's a private group, like I said, so come in there, add yourselves in. It's great fun, clips and reviews and options and all that in there. Okay, that was round number 4. Moving on to Andy.
Round 5.
Thank you very much, Pablo. Yes, moving into our next round. It is round number 5. We're back to general knowledge questions. So you have 5 general knowledge questions, starting with this one. Here we go. Question number 1. What is the experience of having experienced something before known as? So what is the experience of having experienced something before known as?
Glitch in the system.
A glitch in the
Glitch
system.
in the Matrix.
Yes.
Okay, your time is up. So what is the experience of having experienced something before known as? Tim, do you know this one?
Another Saturday night.
Another Saturday night. Oh, it's every night at the moment, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
What about you? Do you know the answer?
Didn't you just say that?
Oh, the jokes are just brilliant tonight. Anyway, the answer we're looking for is déjà vu. So déjà vu gets you the point there. Now, I've got to be really, really careful on this next question on my pronunciation. So my pronunciation for this one, if you had a firkin of beer, how much beer would you have in gallons?
That's so a firkin lot of beer.
A firkin lot of beer, yeah. If you had a firkin of beer, how much beer would you have in gallons?
I bet Tim could pronounce that really well. Couldn't you, Tim?
Firkin.
Oh, there we go.
Was that nice? Sultry.
Apparently it's brought up the answer automatically there. Sorry about that.
Oh.
9 gallons. 9 gallons. Have anyone got that?
Yeah.
Well, they should have all got it.
It lasts me about a week at the moment, I think. Right, moving on then to question number 3. Question number 3. What is Thomas Crapper famous for? Now, I'd like you to be quite specific with your answer. So what is Thomas Crapper famous for? Any ideas from you two?
I know what it is, yeah.
I've got a hope I haven't set up this where it just automatically brings up the answer. We're about to find out. No, it's not bringing up automatically. Right, Pablo, what do you reckon? Because you... Yeah, sorry. Well, what do you reckon?
Okay, I think it's the shanks in the toilets.
Yeah. He's famous for the first flushing toilet. So if you just said the first toilet, then I wouldn't personally give the point for it, but the first flushing toilet, you get the points. Here we go with question number 4. What hand does the Statue of Liberty hold in her right hand? Anyway, what does the Statue of Liberty hold in her right hand? Ignore my random writing and spelling there. What does the Statue of Liberty hold in her right hand? What hand does the Statue of Liberty hold in her right hand? Brilliant. Okay, Tim, you live in America. You surely know the answer to this one. What do you reckon?
What hand does the Statue hold? Right? What?
She holds her right hand in her right hand.
Hang on. I don't know. I'm looking at comments coming and I wasn't even paying attention. What's the actual question? Because it doesn't make any sense.
The question is, what does the Statue of Liberty hold in her right hand?
The book.
The book? I'm afraid the book is in the left hand. It's the torch in the right hand.
Okay. The Harry Potter book.
The Harry Potter book. Is that what she's reading? Okay.
Yeah. These days.
Okay, moving on to the last question. And actually, this is about a very nice gentleman who we've been fortunate to meet in the past on the ships. In the 1980s, Eddie the Eagle Edwards became a well-known sportsman in which sport? There's been a great movie not that long ago released about this, actually. Brilliant movie. So in the 1980s, Eddie the Eagle Edwards became a well-known sportsman in which sport? I know for a fact you both know this because you've both worked with him as well. Lovely individual, and he's famous for ski jumping.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
He's a lovely guy, lovely guy. Anyway, that brings it to the end of my round. So I'm now going to hand you over to Tim for round number 6.
Round 6.
Yes, thank you very much, Andy. Yes, Eddie the Eagle, a lovely gentleman as well. And I believe in the movie he's played by Hugh Jackman as well. So, if I'm not mistaken. No?
You are mistaken.
Oh, I'm mistaken. Who plays him in the movie?
Hugh Jackman plays the coach. The drunk coach.
Okay, that's right. I haven't seen it yet.
It's the Welsh actor that played Elton John.
Oh, okay.
He's really good. Jess fancies him.
Yeah.
Okay, Andy, you look just like him.
There you go. Now, before we get on to round number 6, we're going to throw in a bonus round for you today. Something new, something that we haven't tried before, and the other two haven't even seen it because I've been busy trying to shuffle it together today. Now, many of you, if you're watching and you actually know me personally, you'll know that I have a 4-year-old son. He's the one that does the little voiceovers you hear going, round 1. So we figured, hey, well, he's not going to school these days, obviously, so let's make him work at home instead. So, we put him to good use. So, we're going to start using him for an additional round each week for a bonus question. Now, his name's Theo, okay? So, today we sat him down very quickly. This is just kind of a test run, if you will. And he's going to end up describing to you one of his favourite characters. And now he's 4. He's 4 years old, so you've got to think like a small child. So, what is the character he's describing? You're going to get the 20 seconds to try and answer as well. So that being said, for the bonus round, I'm going to hand you over to Theo.
He's got a lot to say, he'll chat all day. He's Theo.
Let's chat. Hi, I'm Theo, and I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to describe one of my favorite characters. He's red, he got 4 wheels, and he's super fast, and he's the number 95 and he's yellow too. And he has black eyes and white outside. Lightning McQueen.
Yeah, so there you have it. Lightning McQueen. Lightning McQueen. So, yeah, we got Chris jumping in saying Lightning McQueen. He knew what it was. Dominic saying Lightning McQueen. Katie said, I said the answer before he even started. So, there we go. So, there we go. Lightning McQueen it was. If you've never seen it, of course, from the Disney Pixar movie Cars, which is a huge hit here in our family household. So, yeah, more from Theo next week, I think. Yeah, my wife did the harmonising at the beginning there. So, family effort. Okay, with that being said, we are now moving on to our final round here today, round number 6. Now, normally it's a visual round to stimulate the visual senses, but instead today I've done something a little bit different. We're going to go with a music round. Now, because of the wonderful World Wide Web and how we keep getting shut down for various copyright, I had to be cunning about this. So today's music round is going to work as follows. I'm going to play you 5 different tracks, of course one for each of the questions, and you're going to get about 25 to 30 seconds, so a little bit longer than you would do normally, but that is because the music you are going to hear, which is a well-known track, you're going to know every single one of them, I can guarantee that much, but they are all going to be played backwards. In reverse, okay? Now, I tend to find from history, of playing this game many years, that you're either excellent at this and you're like nail it, or you don't get any of them. There's not really any in between, but it's a little bit of fun and we'll see how we go. And I say I've used what I think are very easy tracks with some, very easy telltale signs. So you're going to hear it played back for 30 seconds, and then I will play the answer for you. So with that being said, the first one, boom, sounds like this. So this is it. Any ideas? Write them down. All right, so any ideas? Now I know you two didn't really get to hear it because, of course, you're watching the YouTube replay, which is delayed. Oh, you did hear it. So, what do you reckon it is, Pablo? Any ideas?
Yeah, I do. I think it's is it Night Fever, Bee Gees?
Let's have a little listen. So this was it going backwards. This is what you heard. The last or first few seconds. Oh yeah, my jam. Well done. Dominic got it. CB 199095 got it as well. So, thank you very much. All right, so moving on to question number 2. Oh, there you go. There's the answer. Night Fever. Question number 2. Sound like this. All right, Andy, I think you're listening. Did you hear that?
Yes, I did, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm muting myself so that I can actually listen to it. Do you want me to have a guess? Or
Yes, I would love you to have a guess.
Lion Sleeps Tonight? I don't know who it's by, I can't remember, but Lion Sleeps Tonight?
Let's have a listen. So this is it going backwards. Yes, it was. It was indeed. The Lion Sleeps Tonight. Very good. Well done. Well done. So that was your second question. Okay, moving on to number 3. And how are you doing at this point, ladies and gentlemen? Again, are you excelling in this area or not so much? You got Rainbow Rose got it there. Dominic got it as well. So well done to you. Question number 3 goes like this.
I love this round.
Oh, Pablo's disappeared. What happened to him? He's given up and we can't have gone far. I mean, let's face it, he's in quarantine. All right, so we got one here. We got saying, is it We Are Family? Andy, what do you reckon?
I reckon it was Celebration Cool in the Gang.
Let's have a listen. This is what it sounded like going backwards. And then if you spin it forwards.
Right.
Yes, that's right. It's Celebration by Kool and the Gang. All right. Ba-ba-da. So many line dances have been done to that song. How many times have you electric slid to that song?
Nothing I've ever done can even count as dancing, so...
That is a fair point. I have seen you dancing. We all have strengths and weaknesses, but that is definitely not one of your strengths, Andy. Okay, here we go. Number four. This is your question. Well, I don't know what Pablo's up to. I think he's dancing. He's either having a seizure. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just sound some nothing. Don't worry.
All right, okay.
An insect around here, just like trying to get my back.
Pablo, what do you reckon?
Is it Walk This Way, Aerosmith?
Let's have a listen. Andy?
If I'm right, it was my intro play-on song on stage on the ships. Is it Back in Black AC/DC?
Yeah!
Oh!
It's a good tune.
Okay, excellent, good. All right, next up. Question number 5, the last one for this particular round, and indeed, I do believe the day. So let's check it out. So question 5 sounds like this. Okay. You're both kind of... Well, Pablo's definitely nodding, because I think this is probably one of his favourite songs. Pabs?
Yes, actually, I do love this group. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. It's ABBA with Dancing Queen, isn't it?
Let's check it out. Yes, Dancing Queen is right. As Darren said, this must be Pablo the Dancing Queen. That he is. Beautiful Dancing Queen. One of his many strengths is dancing. Anyway, so that concludes round number 6. So add up the points, see how well you do. Of course, it was out of 5. Now, again, that was the first time we've done the reverse music here in this particular game shows quiz. So I started off easy. In future, if I redo these, which I'm sure I will, we'll make them a little bit more tricky. But I just wanted to get your mind into the way of thinking, because if you haven't done it before, can trip people up. So with that being said, I'm going to now hand you back over to Pablo to wrap things up.
Thank you so much, Tim. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for playing and joining us on this Saturday evening. Of course, we very much hope that you're all well, you and your families, and of course, during this very challenging period in time, you are keeping well. Like I said, that's the main thing, and you're happy. Okay, so what we'd like to do now, if you did write down the scores, get some scores, just pop them on, whack them on our Facebook page, put them on YouTube now so we can see the scores. The gentleman there, while I'm talking, can see the scores coming in. Let us know what you got. We want to know what the highest score is. We'll just read them out if they come on. While that's happening, just to remind you again, we have an NHS donation link on our Facebook page. If you'd like to donate, of course, because we're doing this to hopefully keep you entertained for free, as you know, and to keep ourselves slightly sane as well. So any donations would be greatly appreciated. If you'd like to, our donation charity is the NHS for PPE. We don't touch any of the money, it just goes directly to them on that one. Also, a big thank you to DJ Gareth again, DJ G Funk. Unfortunately, he was cut off halfway through, but he will be back with a vengeance on here next week, and this time it will work. Honestly,
DJ copyright back on the decks.
Also, as well, please remember we've got over 900 followers on Facebook, which is fantastic. Please like the page if you can on Facebook and follow it. Also, if we can ask more of you to go onto YouTube and just subscribe on there as well, that'd be fantastic. It really does help us with all our videos and everything we put on a daily basis, and our quizzes throughout the week are on there as well. We'll be doing individual themed quiz during the week, and then we have our big one, of course, on Saturday that we'll be doing as well. So with that in mind, hopefully some scores will come in, or maybe not. But in the meantime, I would just like to hand over to Tim, first of all, to say goodbye, Tim, or au revoir.
Goodbye, Tim. Au revoir. Yes, thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. As Pablo says, lots coming your way over the coming weeks. All of us are very busy beavering away in the background to try and continually better not only our Saturday show, but obviously the other activities that are coming throughout the week. I'm working on something particularly special, which I'm hoping to launch not this coming Monday, but hopefully the following Monday. But got a few bits I need to do before that can go live. So we'll see how that works. Keep you posted for that one. But on behalf of myself, thank you very much for tuning in, and I will hand it over to the Scotsman.
Thank you very much, Tim. Yeah, I am just the same as the other guys. Thank you very much for joining us, taking part. There's some brilliant comments coming in all night. There's some great scores as well. Everyone's asking, Tim, you need to do an easier round next week, apparently. It was a stinker, come on. But yeah, myself, Pablo and Tim, we're all working on new ideas. Obviously, you've seen things like My Name, That Tune. We're working on movie quizzes. We're working on so much more stuff. But if you haven't already been looking at our Facebook page during the day, Pablo's constantly posting little picture quizzes and fun things to do. Bombarding is exactly the word. But yeah, take part in them. They're a bit of fun. It's a bit of nonsense. You know, if you follow the channel or follow the page and you don't want to do it, guess what? Just keep swiping up until you find some new Trump comment. Whatever you want to do, enjoy. Now, whatever. But from us, thank you very much for joining us. I'll hand you back to Pablo.
Thank you so much, Mr. Andy, land of the Gavin Hastings. I don't know why I just thought Gavin Hastings. I thought Hastings.
He was my rugby coach at school. He's such a nice guy.
I knew there was a reason for it.
Such a nice guy.
Yeah, top guy. Okay, so once again, thanks everyone. As the gentlemen have already said, the top score I've seen, just glancing here, was 32. So unless anyone beat that, well done.
No. There's a score better than 32. I'm afraid you have Steve Miller saying 41.
Wow.
We've got, even Dominic got 34. That's impressive.
That's shocking.
Yeah, I think 41's in the lead at the moment.
Steve Miller got 41.
Well done. You are the winner. Well done. Okay, thanks everyone for joining in. Have a fabulous week, whatever you do. We'll be back later in the week. Please like and subscribe to YouTube and our Facebook page. That'd be greatly appreciated. For myself, Pablo.
Myself, Tim.
Myself, Andy.
Bye for now. Cheers, everyone.
Bye.